the metal, different metals are being fused together, and that is the meaning of alloy. To fuse two or more metals to form one that possesses new properties. Alloy. Word 22 is amalgamate. If you see here, two arrows are coming together, fused into one in one direction. That is amalgamate. The meaning is to join together into one, to unite, to combine. Amalgamate. The next word is ameliorate. And the picture is from an ape, a human became into a man. Ameliorate. The meaning is to make or become better, to improve. Ameliorate, to become better. Amenable. If you look at the picture, you will see that the elephant is standing on a box. And where does this happen most often, guys? In the circus, which means the elephant is submissive. And that is the meaning of amenable. That is responsive, answerable to, controllable, submissive. That is amenable. That's it for this lecture, guys. See you in the next lecture. Thank you. Hello everyone, and welcome to the fifth lecture. We'll start with word 25, which is amortize. If you look at the picture, the debt is written and an eraser is being used to rub off debt. So what is amortize? To put money aside at intervals to pay off a debt, either prior to or at maturity. So the act of putting money aside in advance is known as amortize. The next word is animosity. If you look at the picture, the couple is fighting. They are not happy with each other, which is animosity. That is hostility, a feeling of strong ill will or dislike. The next word is annual. In the picture, you will see a symbol of stop, which is the meaning of annual. That means to nullify, void, cancel, put an end to, invalidate under the law. That is annual. Word 28 is anomalous. In the picture, you will see a pencil is bent here, which is not normal, and that is the meaning of anomalous. Deviating from the regular rule, strange, abnormal, being or seeming irregular. That is anomalous. The next word is antibody. If you look at the picture, this is the diagram of a protein. An antibody is a protein, a special protein produced by certain white blood cells to form immunity to certain antigens. So for fighting corona, we needed a strong antibody in us, and antibody is a form of a protein produced by our white blood cells. The next word is antipathy. If you look at the picture, the man is having a knife at the back of his body and is trying to shake a hand from the front. So basically, he does not like the other person. That is what it symbolizes and is the meaning of antipathy. That is a strong or deeply felt dislike, the object of dislike. Thank you. That is it for lecture 5. See you in lecture 6. Welcome to lecture 6. We'll start with word 31, which is apprehension. You look at the picture, you see that a criminal is being taken in by the cop with a handcuff, which is the meaning of apprehension. That is arrest or capture. Mental grasp, anxiety, dread, judgment, and opinion are also some other meanings of apprehension. We look at word 32 now. Arabesque. If you look at the picture, it's kind of an art, some kind of antique art, which is the meaning of arabesque. It has 3 meanings. The first one is complex decorative design found in Moorish architecture. The second one is a ballet position in which one leg is extended straight back and one arm is stretched forward and the other arm is stretched backward. So it's like a ballet position as well. And the third one is a light musical composition, also known as arabesque. The next word is arboreal. Arboreal, if you look at the picture, you will see that animal is on the tree and he is basically living in the trees, and that is the meaning of arboreal. That is having to do with trees, living in trees or designed for trees. That is arboreal. The next word is Archaeology. If you look at the picture, you will see that the archaeologist is taking out some remains and they will try to study it. That is the scientific study of the past, especially of the past civilizations and cultures through excavation of their cities, artifacts and so on. That is archaeology, the study of ancient past. Archaic. Also with the same root word, archaic is something which is like old in nature, because before the iron was invented, there was a stone age, and in that the X was like this, so it looks a little bit old style, like very old style, and that means belonging to an earlier period, antiquated, old-fashioned. That is archaic. And the last word is ardor. Ardor, if you look at the picture, the rock stars are singing and they are like performing loud music, which is the meaning of ardor. That is eagerness, enthusiasm, zeal, warmth, passion, fire. All these things are ardor. Thank you so much. See you in the next lecture. Welcome to lecture 13th, word 73, circumvent. If you look at the picture, the man is going around and escaping the guards here, which is the meaning of circumvent. That is to go around, to get the better of by cleverness or craftiness. Circumvent. Word 74, coagulant. If you look at the picture here, you'll see that these liquids are mixed together and they are making it into a solid, that is coagulant, and something that causes a liquid to coagulate or become solid, solidifier, used mainly for the blood. That is a coagulant. The next word is coagulate. We already saw the meaning, that causes a liquid to form into a semi-solid or solid, that is coagulate. This is a verb, guys. The meaning is to change from a liquid to a semi-solid mass. Clot, curdle, that is coagulate. Word 76 is coddle. Look at the picture here. You see that the parents are cuddling or pampering their child, which is coddle. That is to treat tenderly, pamper. Also there is a second meaning, to cook eggs in the shell gently in not quite boiling water for 2 or 3 minutes. That is coddle. The next word is coerce. And if you see here, the gentleman is trying to tell this guy who is in handcuffs to accept something, and he is using force to make him accept something. That is coerce. And the meaning is to persuade by use of force, to persuade by use of threats, legal or otherwise. Also to constrain by use or threat of force. That is coerce. Word 78, cogent. If you look at the picture here, the woman is giving a very nice presentation, which is really convincing and compelling for the rest of the members. That is the meaning of cogent, that is compelling, convincing and to the point. That is the last word of this lecture, guys. See you in the next lecture. Thank you. Look at the picture, you'll see that the diagram of a brain is there, and below it is some concepts. Anything pertaining to the activities of brain or understanding something is cognitive. The meaning is having to do with knowing in the broadest sense by means of perception, judgment and conception. That is cognitive. Word 80, cognitions. If you look at the picture, the man is having some form of awareness coming back to him, and that is cognitions. That is awareness of something, knowledge perceivable by observation, noticing or perception of something. That is cognitions. Word 81, compliment. It's a very easy word. When someone gives you a compliment with a nice dress or nice car, that basically is compliment. And if you see here, trucks, cars and trucks and cars, so this is the area where both the cars and trucks complement each other, and the meaning is that which completes or makes perfect. That is compliment. Word 82 is component. If you look here, you can see here some form of capacitors, some ICs, and some transistors. So these are the electrical components. The meaning is a basic part of something, any part of a high fidelity system. Speaker, tuner, amplifier, and so on is also known as a component. The next word is conceivable. Conceivable, if you look here in the picture, these both gentlemen have a complementary part, which means they understand each other, and that is conceivable. The meaning is that can be imagined, thought of, or understood. That is conceivable. Word 84, concentrate. If you look at the picture, the man cannot concentrate because of the distractions. He cannot focus. So concentrate means to focus. The meaning is to collect and focus, to increase in strength or density. And a liquid that has been made denser by removing some of its solvent is also known as a concentrate. That is all for this lecture. See you in the next lecture, guys. Thank you. Welcome to lecture 26, word 151, dynamo. If you look at the picture, you will see that it is full of energy jumping in the air, which is the meaning of dynamo, a forceful, energetic person. An electrical generator is also known as a dynamo, guys. Word 152, dysfunctional. If you look at the picture, you will see that this boy is lying on the couch relaxed, and their parents are yelling at him, which means he is not listening to them, and that is the meaning of dysfunctional. Unable to perform normally or properly, showing impaired or abnormal psychosocial functioning is dysfunctional. Word 153 is edify. If you look at the picture, you will see that a monk is under the tree meditating like a Buddha and improving his brain powers, which is the meaning of edify, to instruct so as to enlighten or improve morally, intellectually, or spiritually. That is edify. Word 154, egalitarian. In this picture, you will see all the three people are pushing their pies together, and their pies are equal in shape. And the meaning of egalitarian is advocating that people should all have equal social, economical, and political rights. One who so advocates is egalitarian, one who fights for equal rights and speaks for it. Word 155, elegy. Elegy, if you see here a graveyard and there is a small poem written on it, which is the meaning of elegy. That is a song or poem of praise for the dead. Any mournful song or poem is elegy. Word 156, elemental. If you look at the picture, you will see that all the different colors showing different forces of the universe, which is elemental. The meaning is of or like natural forces, typical of the physical universe. Basic and powerful rather than subtle or refined is also elemental. Of any of the four traditional elements, earth, air, fire, and water, traditionally thought to comprise all things, that is also elemental. That is all for this lecture, guys. See you in the next lecture. Thank you. Welcome to lecture 45, word 265, insular. In the picture, you'll see that the guy is totally isolated on an isolated island, which is the meaning of insular, like an island, detached, isolated. Also, narrow-minded, illiberal, provincial in outlook is insular person. Word 266, insure. In the picture, you can see that the guy is giving a car, and in return for $1, which means they want to insure the car. An easy word. To contract to receive monetary compensation for loss of property, life, and so on. To guarantee. That is insure. Word 267, intercede. The picture, you will see that this gentleman is basically stopping those two gentlemen to fight, which is the meaning of intercede. To interfere, to help work out an agreement, to mediate, to step in to prevent something from happening. That is intercede. Word 268, interpolate. If you look at the picture, you will see the sentence, feel the difference. There is a word that can be inserted in the middle, that is great. Feel the great difference, which is the meaning of interpolate. That is to stick something in amongst others, especially one or more words into a text. Also in statistics, to estimate an intermediate value in a table by taking an average of the surrounding values is interpolate. Word 269, intractable. In the picture you can see that the doctor is giving the patient a very big medicine and is saying, we combine all your medications into one convenient dose. But in actual, it's really not manageable for this patient, which is the meaning of intractable. That is difficult to manage. Stubborn, unruly, difficult to manipulate, treat or cure is also intractable. Last word is intransient. In the picture you can see that both of them do not want to see or listen to each other, which is the meaning of intransient. That is irreconcilable, refusing to compromise, uncompromising. A person who is uncompromising is intransient. That is all in this lecture, guys. See you in the next lecture. Welcome to lecture 48, word 283, lethargy. In the picture you will see that the woman is lying on the floor, energyless, and that is the meaning of lethargy. That is sleepiness or drowsiness. Lack of energy to an abnormal degree is lethargy. Word 284, liver. In the picture you can see it's a simple machine which has got a lever arm, a fulcrum and some weight. It's used to pry. Meaning is a bar used to pry. A simple machine consisting of a bar on a pivot used to apply force upward on one end while the other end is pushed downward. That is a lever, guys. Next word is word 285, liberal. The picture you will see that these are the party's supporters of Trump, and they are liberal party. Freely giving, generous, plentiful, abundant, broad-minded, favoring reform, not orthodox is also the meaning of liberal. Word 286, lin. In the picture you will see that there is a car and there is a loan document. Let's understand what is lin. A claim on someone's property as security for the payment of a debt or loan is known as lin. Word 287, limb. In the picture you will see that there are different faces that are drawn, and that is the meaning of limb. That is to paint or draw, to describe in words. That is limb. Word 288, literati. In the picture you can see there are some scholars, and this is the meaning of literati. Scholarly or learned persons, men or women of letters. That is literati. That is all in this lecture, guys. See you in the next lecture. Thank you. Welcome to lecture 49, word 289, lithium. The picture you'll see that it's a metal of gray and shiny white color, and that is the meaning of lithium. That is a grayish white metallic chemical element. The lightest metallic element is lithium. Word 290, liturgy. In the picture you can see that a custom or ritual is performed in the church, and liturgy is related to that, meaning a prescribed ritual for worship in any religious group is known as liturgy. Word 291, lofty. In the picture you can see that metro is at a really high level, which is it is elevated from the bottom, and that is the meaning of lofty. That is very high in rank, elevated like a mountain top. Someone with a very high rank in any official format is also known as lofty. Word 292, loquacity. In the picture you can see that the guy is talking over the phone, and there is a meaning of loquacity, that is talkativeness, especially excessive talkativeness is loquacity. Word 293, lucidity. In the picture you can see that a mind is there and this glass is very transparent in nature. That is the meaning of lucidity, that is clarity of mind, the ability to be easily understood. Period of sanity in a mental disorder, that is lucidity. Word 294, lustrous. In the picture you can see that it's a very shiny surface, and that is the meaning of lustrous, that is shining brightly, or glorious is also lustrous. That is all in this lecture, guys. See you in the next lecture. Thank you. Welcome to lecture 51, word 301, mediator. In the picture you can see that the guy in the blue is the mediator between the two, which is the meaning of mediator, a person who serves as an intermediary for bringing about a peaceful solution to a problem between two or more persons, groups, companies, and so on, is a mediator. Word 302, membrane. In the picture you can see the top layer of a cell membrane, and that is the meaning of membrane, means a soft, thin, pliable sheet of animal or vegetable tissue that protects an organ and through which dissolved nutrients can pass. Any thin sheet meant to separate or filter is also known as a membrane, guys. Word 303, mercenary. In the picture you can see the Sylvester Stallone and his team in the Expendables, and what they were the people who kill for money. They were the mercenaries, and the meaning is the same, which is working exclusively for money rather than for an ideal. Seeking payment is also a mercenary. Word 304, mercurial. In the picture you can see the metal mercury, and mercurial is anything which is related to mercury or for containing the element mercury, having qualities attributed to the god Mercury. For example, cleverness, shrewdness, eloquence. These all were the qualities of god Mercury. Also quick-witted, changeable, fleeting is mercurial, guys. Word 305, metal. In the picture you can see that now these both gentlemen are having a friendship which is locked, and they both can rely on each other, which is the meaning of metal, that is quality of temperament and character, especially high quality, steadfast, reliable, brave. These all things are metal. And the last word is milieu. In the picture you can see that these are the social surroundings in the forest, and milieu means the same, that is one's surroundings or environment, especially a cultural or social setting, is milieu. That is all in this lecture, guys. See you in the next lecture. Thank you. Welcome to lecture 61, word 361, premeditated. Picture you can see, today I thought about killing you. And the meaning of premeditated is thought out, schemed, or planned beforehand. That is premeditated. Word 362, presage. In the picture you can see that this is a crystal where the man is foreseeing the future, which means presage, that is a sign or a warning of an event in the future. Augury, omen, a foreboding, that is presage. Word 363, prescience. In the pictures you can see she is a fortune teller, and then she is trying to tell something, and the meaning is to have an apparent knowledge of events before they occur. For knowledge is prescience. Word 364, pressure. In the picture you can see that the guy is applying pressure on the nail and it is going inside, and that is the meaning of pressure, that is a pressure, squeezing, compressing, or being pressed. Compelling influence, demanding force is also pressure, guys. Word 365, prevaricate. In the picture, mom is asking her, did you eat the pie? And then he's saying, no, I eat an apple. And now the meaning of prevaricate is to equivocate, to evade the truth, lie, that is prevaricate. And also a synonym of prevaricate is fabricate. Word 366, primacy. In the picture you can see first rank, which is the meaning of primacy, that is the state of being first in order, time, rank, and so on. The office or authority of a church primate is primacy. That is all in this lecture, guys. See you in the next lecture. Thank you. Welcome to lecture 62, word 367, proliferate. In the picture you can see so many rabbits are being born, and that is basically proliferate. The meaning is to reproduce new parts in quick succession, to create or produce in large numbers. That is proliferate, guys. Word 368, prolixity. In the picture you can see, these academic journals are just so dense, I don't get this at all. That is the meaning of prolixity. Tending to use more words than are necessary. Long, verbosity. That is prolixity. Word 369, propel. In the picture you can see that this guy is propelled or charged up or something, and the meaning is to push, drive, impel onward. That is propel. Word 370, propitiate. In the picture you can see that the guy is trying to console her, win her over, and that is the meaning of propitiate. That is cause to be favorably inclined, to win over, to appease, pacify, regain the goodwill. That is propitiate. Word 371, protracted. In the picture you can see a very long lag that is coming from one end to the other, and that is the meaning of protracted. That is lengthy, drawn out, extended. That is protracted. Word 372, pundit. In the picture you can see that this guy is speaking on a news channel and putting forward his opinions on a specific subject because he is an expert at that, and that is the meaning of pundit. That is a person who professes to have a great deal of learning on a subject, a supposed or self-supposed authority on something. That is pundit. That is all in this lecture, guys. See you in the next lecture. Thank you. Welcome to lecture 76 and the last lecture of this series, guys. Word 451, virtual. In the picture you can see that this is a virtual image, and the meaning is being as if but not actual, taking place in cyberspace is virtual. Word 452, viscid. In the picture you can see that there is a sticky layer on the top of this leaf. That is the meaning of viscid. That is having a cohesive, sticky, liquid consistency, viscous, covered by a viscid substance. That is viscid. Word 453, vituperative. That is the picture. Parents are basically shouting and being abusive on the child, and that is the meaning of vituperative. Berating, speaking abusively to or about, is vituperative. Word 454, wistful. In the picture you can see that the cat is basically wistful about something, thinking about something, and that is the meaning, expressing or showing vague yearnings, longing thoughtfully. That is wistful. Word 455, xenophobe. In the picture you can see that there is one duck, and it's basically a stranger to all the other ducks, and that is the meaning of xenophobe, having phobia. One who is fearful of strangers and or foreigners is xenophobe. Word 456, zenith. In the picture you can see that it is the topmost point and is known as zenith. In the meaning, we have the point in the sky that is directly overhead. The highest point or peak is known as zenith, guys. That is all in this series. Thank you so much for being a part of this, and I really appreciate you and wish you all the best in your preparations. More videos are coming soon and lectures. I hope you like this, and Support me by liking these videos and sharing these videos with other people as well who need them. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Hello everyone and welcome to the bonus lecture. Let's go for the word 1. Satiate. If you look at the picture of this word, you will see that this guy is very happy to look at the tablet, and the symbols here, they tell you like he is happy, not neutral, not sad, but he is happy, which means like he is satisfied with what he is seeing, and that is the meaning of satiate. That is to fill to satisfaction, to satisfy. That is satiate. The next word is tirade. If you look at the picture, you will see that this guy is giving a really violent speech, and he's asking the crowd to go against the government or something like that, and that is the meaning of tirade, guys, which is a long, angry or violent speech, or a diatribe is also a synonym for tirade. If you look at word 3, recondite. In the picture you will see that this scientist of NASA is really excited to tell something about the rocket, which is a new feature, but everyone apart from him is very confused, and they don't understand what language he is speaking, and that is the meaning of recondite, which is little known about or understood by people, like something which is new to them, which is recondite. The next word is welter. In the picture you will see that there is a lot of stuff in the room, and it is all scattered in a hazy manner, and that is the meaning of welter, guys. A large number of items in no order, a confused mass, is also known as welter. If you look at word 5, harangue. In the picture you will see that the mother is scolding the young lad because maybe he's playing a lot of PUBG, and she's criticizing her habits for doing this, which is harangue, and the meaning is a long, loud, angry speech that is critical of somebody, which is harangue. Last word, fulminate. In the picture you will see that the boy is using harsh remarks against the other guy, and he is not able to bear those, and the meaning of fulminate is also the same, to criticize and oppose somebody, that is fulminate. That is all for the bonus lecture, guys. See you in the next bonus lecture. Thank you.